Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. My children are feverishly racing around the house making me birthday cards, and they think I can't hear them. But my kids have two volumes, loud and louder. So they're, did you make the card yet? Are you hard boiling eggs? Okay, I don't think they talk with that accent though. That was more like my grandmother actually. You get the point. So it is my birthday. I am 39 today. It's the last year of my 30s. And I was thinking about it this morning. Am I closer to the woman I want to be than I was last year? Yes. Last year was hard. It was very, very emotional for me. I lost my grandmother. I said goodbye to two friendships that really mattered to me at one point in my life. It was a good year, but it was a hard year. I'm not sad to see 38 go. I hate that it has to go to 39. Like, it would be cool if I could be like, 38 wasn't that great, so I'm going to go back to 37. But such is life. Michael likes to remind me that growing older is not a luxury afforded to everybody. So, okay. So I know that I hear me out. I know you guys are going to be like, she's 7. But I do believe these are the most impressionable years for kids. And so Olivia has a friend, like a best friend that she loves at school. Loved her since kindergarten. They've been best friends for 3 years, and just, they're like, great kid too. Just great kid. And lately she's been running around with a couple of different kids. And one of the kids that Olivia's been running around with has been mean to this little girl. So casually, out of nowhere, Max mentions last night that Olivia and her best friend are not friends anymore. What? Olivia's not that kid. She doesn't have those problems. What are you talking about? So I look at her at the table and she's like, it's true. And proceeds to explain that one of the boys in her circle decided he didn't like her friend. So the way it worked out was her friend was ousted. Okay, for those of you who know me, and I feel like many of you do, I immediately start thinking, my daughter is going to become the girl who chooses boys over her friends. Short of being like a bank robber, this could be like the worst thing that could ever happen to me, to her, for me. So I'm like, oh my God. Michael's like, come here, come here, come here. So he takes me out of the room and he's like, she's 7.5. Please do not coffee talk her to death. Please do not start giving her statistics and intellect. I know what you want to say and I agree with you. Find a better way to say it. So I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So I'm racking my brain. How do I make her understand? Okay. What becomes easy at 7.5 and habit becomes common practice at 9, becomes what you are at 11, becomes what you're known for at 13, becomes not all the time. I get it. I know she's a kid, but she's my kid. And I know who I was and what I was. And I know what runs through her veins. I have to stay on top of it. So please bear with my neuroses, okay? I do not want my daughter to be the girl who forsakes her friendships for the wrong boys, for any boys. That is not what I want for her. I want her to be the girl who values her friendships, who pours into her girlfriends and lets them pour back into her, who values women and sees them as resources and not disposable coming goers. That is what I want for my daughter. So if you feel differently, please don't comment and tell me I'm a Looney Tune. Not because I think you always need to tell me I'm right. That is not why. But because this is not something I will budge on. So you'll be wasting your breath. I do not want my girls to be the kind of girls who forsake friendships for men. I just don't. I've seen women like that. I've been friends with women like that, and I've had my heart broken by women like that. I just don't want it. So I had to find a way. So I sat her down and I said, there are basically two kinds of girls in the world in regards to this. There are girls who find a best friend and go through ups and downs with that best friend. But that friendship always comes first in regards to like social groups. They protect each other. They look out for each other. They're buddies. They're fire drill friends. They stand in line together. You know, I'm trying to make it like second grade, right? I said, and then there are girls who go with the crowd, who, you know, are best friends with someone on a Monday, but if Wednesday other kids don't like that person, then they let her go. And I said, who do you want to be? And she said, the first girl. And I said, then it is my job as your mom, and I will not get emotional because I was already emotional last night. I said, then it is my job as your mom to help you be the girl you want to be, right? And she said, yes. And I said, let's talk through what happened and let's figure out a way we can make it better. Do you want to make it better? And I could see the emotion all over this kid's face. Yes. She misses her friend. She doesn't know how to fix it because she doesn't have the tools. But you see, I didn't either. And now I do. So I can actually teach her to apologize, to have onus, accountability, to not be afraid to make things right. If I have the opportunity to put a human being into the world who genuinely wants to make things right, have I not done my job? I think I have. So we talked about it last night. We put a plan together. We called her best friend's mom. We talked. Her best friend's going to come over. They're going to spend some time together away from the crowd. And we're going to take the steps to make it right. I can't always save her. I can't. I will not always be there to make the calls and make the suggestions and help make it right. I won't. You won't. For your own children. But if we can teach them when they're young, partially at least, the steps to make things right, to recognize when something feels wrong, it probably is. That is the most beautiful gift I can give this child, is Olivia. When something doesn't feel right to you, it probably isn't. So let's make it right. Let's do what we need to do to make it right. Anyway, I feel so lucky today on my birthday that I have tools. Not all of them, but my toolbox is a lot more full than it used to be. I love you today. It is hump day. We are halfway there, folks. I love you so much. Have a great day.